Welcome to the Pitch Room, where ambition meets opportunity. Join us as we connect investors with visionary companies.
Wanna ride with the free fly guys, got my crew by my side as we multiply. Cruise through the skies till the day that we die. Who wanna fly? Who wanna fly? Who wanna ride with the free fly guys? Got my crew by my side with my wings spread wide. Who wanna ride with the free fly guys? Who wanna ride? Who wanna ride? Hypnotized by vibes in sun rays, getting high off free flies in some bass jump. Whatever it takes to make it pun through your veins, running insane. Got some junkie coming again. 3W8 representing, perfecting the moves. Team green on the scene, doing what we do. Yeah, so smooth and fat, jump and swoop, then the shoots get packed. The crew be at it again. Don't know that's it, all of my friends slam towards the ground, ripping and flipping and spinning around, breaking the sound barrier, singing up your town where we around the area. We take it there to ya, vibing and flying in the air with ya.
Welcome to the Pitch Room, the flagship podcast for the Global Investor Network, where ambition meets opportunity. Today, we are joined by Vance Johnson from Skydive Adventures, Bahamas, with a business that focuses on adventure sports. They are here to share their vision, growth potential, and how they are revolutionizing this industry. Let's dive in and hear their pitch. So, hey, Vance, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, Vak. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much. Okay, so let me ask you, so first of all, let's speak about you, right? And what is Skydive, right? Just let me know what is your vision and everything, and we take it from there.
Okay. Well, I first started skydiving in 2007 as a birthday for my 40th birthday. And from then, I was hooked and interested on it. It's like a drug you take, you don't want to stop taking it. However, me living in the United States of America, one of the things that I did was every time I did an adventure, I always thought about bringing it back to the Bahamas and how it would fit in. So after moving back to the Bahamas, I came to do a hotel. And during the pandemic, that actually stopped it for a while. And I went back to my true love of skydiving. So I came up with Skydive Bahamas Adventures, okay? And my vision was to do a 12 drop zone. We start with one drop zone, but it's a 12 drop, we call it a 12 island drop zone, because, the Bahamas have 700 islands and keys. So, you're jumping, you can jump in. Right now, we jump from, the project is to jump from, you fly in from Nassau, go to Exuma, you jump in Exuma, okay? Or you fly in from Nassau, you go to Freeport, you jump in Freeport. Or if you're in Exuma, you can jump in Exuma. And if you're in Freeport, Grand Bahama, you can jump in Freeport, Grand Bahama. We know that right now the Bahamas receives about the Bahamas receives 8 million tourists a year. This year, we're projected to do, in 2024, we did 11 million. Our projection was 12 million, but we ended up doing 11. Now, the best part about Skydive Bahamas Adventures is that we are able to not only cover the islands, but what we're doing, we're featuring the adventure part of it, where you fly to Exuma, you skydive in the morning, okay? You
Mm-hmm.
don't want to fly back to Nassau. You want to spend the day in
Mm-hmm.
Exuma. So what do you do after that? Either you go on the beach or we let you go swimming with the pigs, okay?
Okay.
And so what actually inspired me to build the skydive destination in the Bahamas is there's actually no skydive company in the Bahamas. And
Okay.
during my R&D, I've realized that there's no skydive companies, such as Cuba or Puerto Rico, that offers the features that we offer in the Bahamas.
Okay.
Okay, so and then it's like the opportunities that we give to the tourists is that they have more activities to deal with. Me personally, I've spoken to people who only now comes to the Bahamas because it's closer, it's outside of the United States of America, and they want a cheaper vacation. All righty.
Okay.
And I'll say, hey, look, guess what? We're doing skydive now. Oh, Vance, this is great. We now finally have something extra to do besides swimming with the pigs. It's like right now you go online, the only thing you see about the Bahamas is sun, sand, sea, and swimming with the pigs. That's it. Okay.
Okay.
Coming in with Skydive Bahamas already, we have the James Bond adventures. We're going to be involved in the world-class skydiving every year with over 100, not over 100. Well, last year they did 400,000 jumps worldwide. I'm
Mm.
sure if the Bahamas was involved, it would have been at least 450,000 because that's how many people want to come to the Bahamas to skydive.
Okay.
Okay. And uh, also with tourism, with adventures tourism growing up around the world, okay,
Mm-hmm.
the Bahamas is, with us capitalizing on this trend, okay, we're actually going to be ahead of Jamaica, ahead of the other Caribbean countries, because we've got the best view. I
Mm-hmm.
think his name was Kelly, the astronaut, and he
Mm-hmm.
said the Bahamas is the most beautiful place in the world from
Uh-huh.
space. I
Okay.
have taken skydive around the world,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and there's no place as beautiful from 15 and 20,000 feet in the air as the Bahamas. So you not only get the thrill of skydiving, you get the thrill of actually looking at the views, if you understand what I mean. And
Mm-hmm.
there's there's nothing else about it. Now, to give you an example of how we run,
Mm-hmm.
you catch a flight from Nassau, like I said, you
Mm-hmm.
go to Exuma, okay, you do a skydive on Cocoa Beach, alrighty,
Mm-hmm.
and you enjoy yourself in Exuma. Exuma has over 365 keys. Okay, so if you want to book a group and say, you know what, we don't want to dive on Cocoa Beach. Can you put us on Stockton Island? Could you put us on Stania Key? We can do that because we are certified and our drop zones are already certified for that. Now, with the adventures tourism growing around the world, okay, that's exactly how we plan to capitalize on this. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what's appealing is that we're not only touching the tourists, we're touching the natives. It's something new for them. As you know, okay, the everybody likes something new.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we have a nation of 500,000 people. So
Mm-hmm.
you can imagine, 1,000 people, Bahamians every month, enjoying this. And our Skydive Center is not just an enthused and adventure park. It's
Mm-hmm.
also a school. Okay.
Okay.
So you would learn how to skydive. You can become a professional skydiver. You can join the Red Bull, you can join the military, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, so like I said already, we have, we're expanding, okay, and we plan on dealing with the ecotourism, okay, where we offer like in Inagua, you can actually uh skydive. And when you finish skydiving, if you are a hunting enthused, you can go hunting, or if you're a bird watcher, you have the flamingos and stuff like that. We have local businesses that are on board. We have
Mm-hmm.
cruise ships that are on board. They want us to give their uh, guests something more than just taking a tour around the
Mm-hmm.
island of Nassau. Because, you know,
Mm-hmm.
the island is only 7 by 21. So they'll finish their tours in at least an hour. Do you understand what I mean? So, and then we have a lot of people from around the world that's actually seeking, okay, adventures. Okay. I can tell you this right now. In the US, from 2017 to 2019, I
Mm-hmm.
had a moving company. And there would be times where I'll be passing through Ohio and I'll be like stressed right out, you know, from driving for 18 hours. And then I'll see Ohio Skydive
Mm-hmm.
and I'll pull over and I'll say, hey, do you guys have a space for me? And they're like, yeah, can you wait an hour till the plane gets back and set you up? I'm like, yeah. And so those are the things that I know people want to do. I average about at least 50 people every month. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because I had my website up, but I took it down because I'm rebranding. Not really, yeah, I'm rebranding, and I took it down, but I still have the Google address. So I still
Mm-hmm.
get my phone calls. How much is your jump? What can we do? How do we do it? And I average at least 50 people a month, okay,
Mm-hmm.
requesting, hey, can you pick me up from the cruise ship? Hey, can you pick me up from the airport? Hey, I'm going to fly from Nassau. I'm staying in Nassau, but I'll catch a flight to Exuma. Can you have me jump? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
One of our biggest features that we would be featuring is what they call the James Bond jump. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because you know James Bond was filmed in the Bahamas. So
Okay.
now imagine you were in a tuxedo
Mm-hmm.
and you're jumping, okay, on a beach like you're James Bond.
Okay.
Okay. Those are all the features that that you can get. So, and as far as our marketing strategies, again, um, with the adventure company, okay, with
Mm-hmm.
the adventures that we're giving, we're actually are going to be above. Now, I would tell you one of our goals:
Mm-hmm.
Australia,
Mm-hmm.
Switzerland, and Dubai
Mm-hmm.
has the biggest attraction
Mm-hmm.
and skydive centers. Okay.
Okay.
The Bahamas will be the third because I think Australia only has 7 drop zones. The Bahamas would have 12.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The Bahamas, we only average about 60 days of bad weather. That's the hurricane season.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you can imagine 305 days of pure good weather.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. In fact, Key West just started going 365 days because I started advertising 365 days. The average company in the United States closed down every April.
Okay.
That's the beginning of our season. All we do is we want to skydive. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, um, the best part about Skydive Bahamas Adventures is that our instructors are world-class instructors.
Okay.
The average instructor has no less than 1,500 jumps.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Our chief instructor, he has over 10,000 jumps.
Okay.
So you can imagine the safety, okay, that we ensure that our customers have,
Mm-hmm.
if you understand what I'm saying. So you're coming into a new company,
Mm-hmm.
but you're coming into a company that has fully qualified, okay, and fully experienced already skydivers that can instruct military, okay, and non-military. Okay. Now, as far as revenue and stuff like that, our tickets, the cost of our skydive is $250. That $250 pays for fuel, the jumper, the cameraman, and the equipment. We sell our tickets for $699. So you see the profit?
Yeah.
Okay. And
So
we
so
only
what
budget. Go on.
so what I'm asking, how's the global ticket size of this sports? If I talk about, let's say I'm jumping from Australia or maybe Dubai, yeah, because Dubai is like a
Dubai
global
is
destination.
Dubai is actually close to $700. Australia is close to $700. The only cheap skydive operations are in the United States, and they're only cheap because they have nothing to offer. The only place that I've enjoyed skydive was in Ohio. You know why? I did it October 17th. They didn't close down as yet. I did it October 17th. I think that was in 2018, right? And it had just snowed the day before. And because it was clear sky, they were jumping the next day. That's the day that I drove there. And that was the most beautiful sight because I was looking at snow. Okay. But when you jump in New England, you're going to see brown grass. When you jump in Florida, you're going to see brown grass. Okay. You're not going to see the beauty that you see in the Bahamas. When you jump in the Bahamas, you see the beautiful ocean. You see the other islands around it. You know, so you actually see a view like in Australia. When you jump in Australia, you see the beauty. You're not jumping on grass, and that is why the prices are different. You if you understand what I'm saying, you know, because
I
you're
understood.
offering more than just a skydive, you know, and not only that, you know, like an associate said, you know what? I can actually use some of these photos for my photo ops or my tourism promotion, because you don't just have you have a picture of you like this, and in the background like this, in the background you see ocean. What a beautiful sight. You know, what a beautiful sight. So, you know, that's the advantage of our tickets globally. Okay. You will find tickets in Florida for $250, but I bet you jump in Florida, okay, and you jump in the Bahamas, you'll never jump in Florida again.
Okay. I got it. I got it. Now, I would like to learn more about, you know, the safety standards and everything, because this is one of the, I think this is one of the riskiest sports from my perspective. Yeah.
Yes,
So,
yes. Well, the safety standard, like I said already, all of our team, okay, like I said, the minimum person on our team is 1,000 jumps, 1,500 jumps, okay? Our rigger, the person that packs your chute, he has experience of 15,000. The reason why we're going with all of these qualified people in every area is so that safety-wise, we're covered. Okay. What I'm saying is that it doesn't make sense having a guy that does not know anything about skydiving packing your chute. You understand what I mean? Because he has to know where to leave the string so you can pull it. You know, so that's part of our safety protocol. Now what I'll do is I'll walk you through how it's done.
okay.
You come in. You're my customer. You come in. Okay. When you come in, we sit you down and we let you watch a 30-minute video.
Okay.
Okay. That 30-minute video will give you exactly how the instructor is gonna put the strap on you, tighten it, okay? So he's going to tell you the altitude. All of that is in the video. Now, when the instructor comes back for you, he goes with a physical training. So you have theory and then you have practical, okay? And the reason why he does the physical is because a lot of people, they want to do things, but they're not used to things, alrighty? So you might have a female that doesn't like anyone touching her, okay? So once we find that out, we would let a female instructor go with her, if you understand what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Also, you might have the average, yes, they do have people that skydive at 300 pounds. Okay. However, the average, no skydiving company, okay, should take anybody over 250 pounds.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys take 50 more pounds to that.
Thank you very much.
Okay. That's good.
Okay. So and then the other safety precaution already is that even though you sign a waiver, we also allow you to purchase insurance. And I'll tell you why that's important. You're not in the community, so I'll just share this with you. Last year, in the community, they had somebody, I think it happened somewhere in California or whatever, Arkansas, I think. They had a heart problem.
Okay.
And even though the questionnaire asked them if they had a heart problem, okay, because in the questionnaire it says, do you have any ailments that you shouldn't be up here? Okay. The person said no. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So now what we're doing at Skydive Bahamas is that we're going to have a on staff medic personnel, like a nurse. Okay. So even if you say, oh, I don't have a problem, she's going to come there with a scope, check your heart. Okay. And then we know that you're ready to go. Alrighty. Because there's no such thing as an accident. Just so you know, there's no such thing as an accident. There's lack of knowledge, due care and attention, and blatant disrespect for authority. Authority means the rule books.
True.
So now that we know that a heart patient, okay, can go in the air and die before they reach, because that's what happened. She went for the jump, okay, and the jump was a 14,000 feet jump, okay. She was dead by 10,000 feet.
Okay.
And it's because she had a heart attack, okay. But she was not supposed to be in the air. So our safety measure right now, okay, is that we have a personal nurse's aide, okay, that can, check the heart rate, make sure everything's okay, check the weight. Two things we're going to concentrate on: weight and heart rate.
Okay.
Because those are the two most effective things. Because if you're jumping at 350, if you're jumping at 300 pounds, okay, and your instructor only weighs 150 or 200 pounds, that's 500 pounds coming down with a, if you understand what I mean. So you can be more safe, if you understand.
Yeah. Now, I'm really convinced that Bahamas is a place where I should skydive. Yeah. And I respect the amount of security and the safety you guys have put in. Yeah. Now, let's talk about the business. So how big is this adventure sport globally? Yeah. What is the size of this business? And I have one more connecting question to it. Like, how much is Skydive aiming to target, let's say, in coming years?
Well, like I said, the community is 3 million. Okay, those are the professional.
Okay.
They average the skydive business average anywhere from 3 to 5 million new skydivers every year.
Okay.
Because you have birthdays, you have weddings, you have graduations, you have engagements. Okay, these are things that people celebrate.
Okay.
Okay, and we're growing. I think in another 2 years we're going to be at close to 8.5 billion.
Okay.
Alrighty. So tapping into that market, tapping into that happy birthday, tapping into that marriage, tapping into celebration. I had some associates. He took his in Florida. He took his graduation class skydiving. Okay. And so you can imagine taking 150 people skydiving because you graduated. So those are the people that, you know, the growth in skydiving is so big.
Okay.
It is so big. It's and it is not a dying sport.
Okay. Yeah,
It's a growing sport.
yeah. It's a very what do you call high adrenaline sport. Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, one more
Yes.
thing which I want to understand, like obviously as you say, there are so many people coming in, but still I would like to know more about your marketing strategies and how do you, attract these adventure
Well,
sports
my
people.
marketing strategy, right? Well, I call it aviation tourism. When I speak to the Ministry of Tourism, I call it aviation tourism and adventure tourism. Okay. My marketing strategy is one. Every island in the Bahamas has an event just about every month. They call it festivals.
Okay.
Okay. And one of the strategies is, let's say the Exuma Regatta, right? The Exuma Regatta has been going on for 65 years. The only thing you do when you're in Exuma is walk around, look at the boats, race. People are not into that. So when they have the regatta, okay, the natives will say, you know what, we're gonna go skydiving. Okay. Then you have Eleuthera. Eleuthera has what they call the Pineapple Festival, because that's where, I don't know if you know Dole's pineapple. That's where they started, out of Eleuthera. Okay. So they go there for the Pineapple Festival. So at the Pineapple Festival, and just instead of just focusing on Pineapple Festival, now you can skydive and eat pineapples. Okay. Then you have in Athens, Bahamas, where I'm from, okay, we have the Bonefish Festival. Okay. So why not all the wives like fishing? So while the husbands are fishing, they can take their kids skydiving. And then the husband could take a day off and he goes skydiving also. So that's one of the strategies. The other marketing strategy is you have RCI, which is Royal Caribbean International. That's the cruise ship. They only have limited offers to offer the tourists. Okay. Right now the average boat comes in about 3,000 people. Okay. They're here for 2 days. Some are here for 2 days. Some are here for a day. As soon as they come off the boat and they make one walk on Bay Street, that's it, because they don't want to go anywhere. They don't think that there's anything else to do. But with skydiving, now they have something to do.
Okay.
The hotels. At the hotels, most of the people stay at the hotel, but they want to give their tourists something extra to do. Okay. So that's where skydiving comes again. You understand?
Yeah.
So the marketing strategy is way out there. Just so you know, I am actually in talk with RG Media. They're gonna have a video at the airport for me. So when you're walking through the airport, you see skydiving. Okay. The airport averages at least 5 million people. So you can imagine 5 million people saying they do skydiving, they do skydiving, they do skydiving. So before they even leave the airport, we would have a booth at the airport, okay, at the Ministry of Tourism airport, at the Ministry of Tourism booth that will sell the tickets.
Okay.
Okay. So our marketing strategy is covered. It
Yeah,
is
that's
it is covered. We've tapped into every right now. The only thing about Skydive Bahamas Adventures,
Mhm.
when are you going to open?
Okay.
You understand what I mean? And I'm
Uh,
like, oh, funding, I'm waiting on funding. Oh man. Like right now, before I spoke to you when I was reading the emails,
mhm,
okay, I had 5 people
mm,
questioning, can you send me your rates?
mm,
Can I jump tomorrow? Can I
mm,
jump this weekend?
mm,
You understand what I mean?
mm.
So I know that it's gonna be a very, very, very successful business.
Okay. Okay, let's you're talking about success. So let's speak something about the future, yeah. So how do you see Skydive Bahamas, adventure evolving over the next 5 to 10 years? Where do you see the whole thing?
Well, okay. I'm gonna tell you Skydive Bahamas Adventures, full concept.
Mm-hmm,
Our plan is this. Within the first 6 months
mm-hmm.
of skydiving, we will be introducing gyrocopter.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm,
That's it's another form of you going from island to island,
mm-hmm,
okay, in a so-called 2-seat, 4-seat helicopter.
mm-hmm,
Okay.
mm-hmm,
Within by the end of the year, we would build a tunnel.
mm-hmm,
I don't know if you know about it, but we'll have a wind tunnel
mm-hmm,
in Nassau,
mm-hmm.
okay? Excuse me,
No worries.
for the people that are actually afraid
Mm,
to jump out of the air.
okay.
So we'll actually have a wind tunnel,
Mm,
okay? They call it indoor skydive,
okay.
okay? We're also we also plan in our second year
Mm,
to offer paragliding,
okay.
okay? So we have skydiving, we have the indoor tunnel, we have the
Mm,
gyrocopter,
mm,
okay, and we have paragliding. Those four, we're not gonna have any problems clearing up the license.
mm,
The third, the fifth and final, okay, that we're gonna have
mm,
is you're gonna be able to skydive from a hot air balloon.
okay.
So let's say you come to the Bahamas
Mm-hmm,
and you're with your wife,
mm,
but she doesn't want to jump out of the hot air balloon.
mm,
But she can go up with you,
mm,
okay, and you jump out. So she
okay.
still gets that experience.
Mm,
You see? So when I tell you, my friend, that Skydive Bahamas Adventures is aiming for heights that no one's gonna see or
okay.
imagine when they come to the Bahamas.
Right.
The the like how I told you earlier, you
Mm,
go on the websites right now, you
mm,
see the Bahamas swimming with the pigs.
mm,
Okay. By next year, you
mm,
see the Bahamas skydive adventure.
mm.
Okay. So we know
Yeah.
that we're gonna be the marketing and everything, and we know that the only thing that we're gonna do is grow. That is the only thing.
Okay. That's good. So now speaking of growth, uh, I would like to know, you know, where would you, you know, spend the investment you would receive, and how
Well,
gonna utilize it, what are the areas and how much percentage goes where, yeah?
yes. Well, the investment I received, okay, depends on the amount already. The investment I'll receive, I would pay for a 208 Caravan,
Mm-hmm.
okay? They carry about 22 people.
Mm-hmm.
And I would also invest in a 182 Cessna. They carry 6 people. I would then in turn purchase at least 6 to 12. They cost about $17,000 a piece. Jumpsuits, okay,
Mm-hmm.
the skydive power shoes. I would also invest in uniforms because I want my staff and my company to be well represented. We
Mm-hmm.
got blue jumpsuits with yellow stripe, and then we have the Skydive Bahamas logo. so that every time, and that's another marketing strategy. Because if you look at some, especially in the United States, you look at some skydive company, you look at the picture, you don't know which company that is skydiving.
Right.
But if you look at Skydive Bahamas when we're jumping, you're gonna say, oh, just by the colors alone. Okay, because like Ivano, my chief instructor, my second in command, his name is Armando Barcelos. He's out of Brazil. And like he said, he's ordering for us the canopy with the colors of Skydive Bahamas. So that when anybody sees that color, they'll say, that's Skydive Bahamas. Okay.
Wow.
And they'll jump on it.
Yeah,
So that's where funding will go to. I feel personally, with 6 months of marketing finance, we would not need to market on a big level anymore, because the Ministry of Tourism will pick it up for us. They'll advertise for us. Okay. And word of mouth, because we're gonna be the most safest company there is. We're gonna be known for integrity and the best service. Okay, so you'll be, in Dubai, India, England, okay, and oh man, I don't mind going there. They're that good. I met Vance Johnson and the owner, and he was so humble. And I told him I wanted to sit in the front seat. You understand what I mean? And we go from there. So like that. And one of the things that I want to top on too is that it's also going to be great education tools for Bahamian citizens, because the Bahamas has a lot of pilots.
Okay.
But none of them knows how to, because you need to be qualified for skydiving. Okay, to let people disembark in the air. Okay. So again, they'll be going to school, and we're opening opportunities for them job-wise to be able to expand. The other thing that I want to emphasize is that I don't believe in monopoly. Okay, I like capitalism, but I don't believe in monopoly. So what we will be doing is that we will be actually selling Skydive Bahamas Adventure as a franchise. So at least but within 3 to 4 years, you would have a plane that's in Exuma. We wouldn't have to fly to Exuma anymore. You'll have a plane in Cat Island. Okay. And those will be companies that are owned by certain individuals, but that's just like McDonald's, it'll be a franchise. They're paying a franchise fee. Okay. And they're in business. So instead of me owning 12 drop zones, we'll be franchising 12 drop zones.
Right.
If you understand what I mean.
Yeah. Understood. Okay,
So,
now
and if you look at it, it's revenue growth.
Right.
Okay. One of the other things with revenue growth is we will be offering to the Royal Bahamas Defense Force, okay, to train 10 people a year, okay, so that they'll train military, because Armando, he's a military from Brazil, okay, train them. We'll also have 10 police officers that'll be doing that. Our potential revenue of those 20 people is $500,000 a year. So now imagine you have $500,000 a year just off of 20 people, okay, and you have a potential of doing approximately 1,000 jumps a year. You can't lose.
Yeah.
You can't lose.
True. That's great.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so my final thoughts. Yeah, I'm about to close.
Okay.
What message would you like to share with the potential partners or investors or even future customers about your venture? You know, even
Well,
those franchisee people you want to, you know, reach out
yes,
to.
right. Well, one of the things is that again, I would reach out to, I would want people to come on to franchising if they want. Okay,
Mhm.
what with potential partners and stuff like that. As you know, at least I don't know if you know, in the Bahamas,
Mhm.
everything is 49-51. 51% Bahamian, 49% foreign investors. Okay,
Uh-huh.
but you know, with that, you can come to the Bahamas, you're living in the Bahamas, you're enjoying yourself, okay?
Mhm.
You're enjoying a piece of the pie already. Your investment will not be in vain,
Mhm.
okay? To my future customers, I don't want customers. I don't want customers. I want clients.
Mhm.
I want see, customers are someone who walks in your door
Mhm.
and you don't see them again.
You, right.
A client, they walk through
Mm.
your door
And they
and
remain there.
every summer they're
Mm.
back.
True.
Okay. And that's what I want. I want a relationship. I want the customers, but
Mhm.
I want a relationship with my customers so that
Like
we
a
can
client.
be, they can be a client. Everybody's family, you
True.
know, and they can come in and be a part of the company. Um, you know, hey, I went and the floor they didn't I don't know if they vacuumed the plane. I don't know if
Mm.
they mopped it. That's a client.
Mm.
He tells you, okay, what's going
Mm.
on. So
Mm.
that, I mean, that shouldn't happen, but that's who I want. I want
Yeah.
somebody to be family with me so that we
Mm.
can grow together.
Right. Right. That's a great thought. That's a great thought, right?
Thank
And what I can say is that one thing is I'm convinced once that I would definitely like to skydive from Bahamas, yeah. Right.
And
And
V, I would like for you to come.
yeah, yeah,
I would
definitely will
honestly
be.
like for you to come because and the best part about it is that I hope you come for at least 7 days because I would have you skydive, okay,
Mhm.
on the 12 drop zones so that you can actually experience it.
Right,
You
right.
know, the Bahamas has okay, in Inagua, they have the salt field, they have the flamingos,
Mhm.
okay. In Acklands, they have Acklands, we call it Little Australia.
Okay.
Okay, and I know you know Australia is beautiful. Okay,
Mm.
in Eleuthera, you have pink sand.
Mm.
Okay, in Exuma, you have the whitest sand on this side of the earth.
Mm.
Okay, in Freeport, Grand Bahama, you're just surrounded by beautiful ocean. So you coming for 7 days, and I'm showing you all those drop zones.
Mm.
You will say, no wonder Vance is doing it like this.
Mm.
He's making sure that I see the entire Bahamas and I'm
Mm.
enjoying myself so that when you, okay, you ask the average person, have you ever been to the US? Yes, I've
Mhm.
been to the US before. Where have you been? Oh, I've been to Florida, California, um, you know, Utah, Indiana. Okay.
Mm.
You ask the average person, have you ever been to the Bahamas? Yes, where have you been? Nassau.
Mm.
Nassau's not the Bahamas.
Mm.
We want them to say, I've been to Exuma. I've
Mm.
been to Long Island. I've been to Cat
Mm.
Island. I've been to
Mm.
Crooked Island. I've been to Acklands. I've been to
Mm.
Inagua. I've been to San
Mm.
Salvador, where Christopher Columbus landed.
Okay.
Okay, I've been
Mhm.
to Lake Warner, where there's a ship with over $1 billion worth of gold to the bottom that they're actually um, salvaging. I've been to
Mm.
Exuma, where I saw Pablo Escobar plane
Mm.
in the ocean.
Mhm.
These are the features that Skydive Bahamas Adventures will be giving you. You
Mm.
will actually have an adventure
Right,
of a
right.
lifetime.
Yes, yes. And I'm so happy that we are having this conversation, that with this conversation, so many people would get to know about Bahamas, and would
Thank you.
love to have, their piece of this sport. Yeah, very important that they participate, they experience this sport. You know, this is a high adrenaline
Yes,
sports, and this is one of the best, I believe. Yeah, right.
yes, yes.
And
Yeah,
yeah, on those thoughts, I wish
mm,
you best of luck, right?
thank
And
you.
and I wish that investors understand the potential, how big this industry is growing, and how passionate people are working towards making business. Yeah.
Yes.
And so I wish you best of luck. With those thoughts, I'm gonna close today's podcast. It was pleasure
Okay.
speaking to you once. Have a
It
great
was
day.
a pleasure it was a pleasure speaking to you again, and hopefully we communicate again soon.
Sure, definitely we speak again. Okay. All right. Thank you so
All
much.
right. Thank you.